What's up, guys? Got an update video from my beautiful truck. Just got it all cleaned up. Alright, as far as maintenance goes, I've done a lot. New valve cover gaskets, new battery, new brake booster, brake master cylinder, shocks and struts. I got the Bilstein 5100s in there at the top setting, which would be 2.5 for this generation of Tacomas. And as you can see, I got the Camberg uniball upper control arms. And then in the rear, same old leaf springs. I plan to change them out, and Bilstein shocks. They're sagging and they're sitting on an overload spring, which makes the ride terrible. I did the carrier bearing for the drive shaft and a few other things I can't really think of. As far as cosmetics, you can see I did the retrofit headlights. Had my buddy Sean, I don't want to butcher his name, so I'll just call him Sean. He made them for me. I love them. I'm gonna get them redone with Diode Dynamics lights rather than Morimoto. These are full Morimotos. We got the mini D2S projectors, 35 watt ballast, 6500K DDM tuning bulbs. So it's a little blue. We got the RGB halos. As you can see, they're green. I can change them whatever color I want, really. But they don't show, like, for example, the colors on the remote don't correspond too well with the color that the light does. Now I'm on blue. Let's do red. In the video it looks kind of orange, but it's actually red in person. It's like a purple blue maybe, and this is supposed to be pink. That doesn't look too pink to me. On video it does. In person, not really. And the wiring is kind of screwed up, so this one is a little different than that one. It's due to how bright they go, I guess. I don't know. So that's another thing. That wasn't due to him, the way he made them. It's just the Morimoto and, well, the retrofit source stuff. Some of this stuff is good, some of it's not. But back to whatever else is in the lights, we got the secondary halos, and let me turn these on. The secondary halos behind the shroud, as you can see, gives it a good depth. And then you got the red LED demon eyes. I'm gonna be getting rid of the secondary halos and the demon eyes when I get them redone by them. Cause I mean, I don't really use them that much. I mean, it's a good, it's a good little feature with the that the headlights actually on, but really not worth it. And just wash the truck, and stupid me backed into that, but oh well. Also got the smoked corner markers and turn signals to match. I got those off of eBay. Just type in smoked turn signals for your Tacoma. I got the toolbox. Now I got this online. Probably best to go to a store and get them, because when I got them online and they got shipped to me, they're all dented up, and this one's actually dented up, as you can see right there. But this is better, a lot better than the first one I got, so I'm cool with it. Now if we go to the back, we got the smoked LED tail lights. Now the only LEDs are the brake lights. These are regular incandescent bulbs. I'm gonna change those to LEDs soon. I had to get a new handle. It was broken. Now my ultimate plan is to do, as you can see, it's got the typical Toyota paint fading going on. It sucks, but I like to think of it as like a racing stripe. You know, it makes me less angry that it's like this. What else? I didn't really do too much to this truck. This truck is, for the most part, stock. I did get these free from Toyota. Website is www.masqueuauto.com/English, I guess, or US if you don't speak Spanish. There's a button on the website to change it to English. It's got a couple war wounds. I use it as a truck. I don't use it as a mall crawler. I've had 12 sheets of 3/4 inch plywood in the bed. I've hauled must have been like a 6x8 trailer full of wet mortar and lats when we redid our front room. I was working on it, and you can't really even see it, but I was working on it and I got pissed and kicked it. I shouldn't have, but things happen. Now this is the big war wounds here. We got this one, and where did they go? Oh, you got these two down here, and you got this big one up there. That was done by 2x16s. Two 2x16s. This was done when an acorn fell off a tree, top of the tree, and that fender was freshly painted because I got into the accident. That's it for exterior. Moving on to the interior. Nothing special. Everything's worn out. This old truck has got 204,000 miles on it. I've had the truck about 3 years, and 204,739. Now, I did do one thing to the interior, which was add this doubled-in head unit, and I love this head unit. It's not perfect, but it fits my needs, gets the job done. It's got adjustable colors. You can do, let's see, you got the radio, disc, iPod, USB, Pandora. Some of these things you can't do because it's not the higher end version, but it's still on the thing, which kind of irritates me. You can hook up a backup camera to it if you want. You got your system settings here. You know, I didn't really mess with any of this. You got system language, Bluetooth, and all that crap. And we got, oops, didn't want to do that. You got theme. You can change the theme of the thing, and the illumination changes this. So I had it as like an orange to match the rest of the lights. You got your background. This one moves with the beat to the music. You just got standard ones. You can upload your own, hook up a USB to it, and then screen color, which is this background. You do red, yellow, whatever you want. I leave it on white. It's a simple one, but it does a good job of using the crappy speakers I have in here. The speakers that are in here came with the truck. They are Rockford Fosgates. I believe the regular speakers and then also tweeters up here are Rockford Fosgates, and half of them are blown. This door does not work at all. Tweeter, no, that works. The back doors are the only doors that work as far as the speakers go, and they do pretty well for just two speakers working. I will say that. This door, let's see, this door, I think the tweeter somewhat works, and that somewhat works too. And then on the other side, it's the same story. Pretty simple back area. I ain't got really have any storage, no space for any amp or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, it's nothing special, but it is a Tacoma. They last forever. And this thing's been through 4 accidents, one of which I was the culprit of. 3 from the previous owner. It hasn't had much maintenance done to it. Go ahead and pop the hood. Hasn't had much maintenance done to it before I got it. And when I got it, I did the mass airflow sensor, oxygen sensor, did everything. Had to put a new air filter housing in it, which wasn't as expensive. Here's the wiring for all this, all my retros. It's a little crazy to look at first, but it's really simple. It's all plug and play. New battery, I love it. I can leave my halos on all day and it doesn't have a problem. I did new valve cover gaskets, as well as the oil fill cap. I did the master cylinder for the brakes, mass airflow sensor, oxygen sensor, did the starter, shocks and struts, tires, you know, the usual stuff. Now this is on the original timing belt. Now, the good thing I like about this truck is that the timing belt, I mean, the engine is a non-interference engine, so if the timing belt does break, no damage. Sounds like someone almost had an accident. So I could leave it be until it breaks, but I'm gonna try to get it changed soon. I just gotta get the funds to get it. I'm a college student working, so then I have other bills to pay. So money gets tight, but I'm gonna get it right eventually. There's a few things that really need my attention. The valve cover gaskets are leaking again. I didn't do them right. It was my first time doing them. I'm not a mechanically inclined person when it comes to cars. So, but I like to learn. I mean, fixing your own car sometimes is not enjoyable, but it can be. Valve cover gaskets need to be done again. The half moons need to be resealed, as well as the cam plugs. Like I said, the timing belt, and while you're in there, you got to do the time. You might as well do the water pump and the thermostat, and all the seals and pulleys that you need. They got a kit online you can buy for about $300. It gives you everything you need. Gotta get a new radiator. This one, as you can see, focus. There you go. It's been leaking. It's leaking currently, which is no bueno. So when I go into change the timing belt, the radiator does have to come out to change the timing belt. So when you change the timing belt, and if your radiator is leaking, go ahead and just replace the radiator while you're at that. While you're at it, I can't speak today. So radiator is about $60. It's not expensive. Other than that, nothing mechanical. I do need to change out these leaf springs. The streets in New Orleans are horrendous. If you've ever been to New Orleans, or if you live in New Orleans, you know what I'm talking about. This back end, I swear, it's like not even having leaf springs in the back. It's like just riding on nothing. And on certain bumps, if I hit them a certain way, if I hit them a certain way, the back end will start to try to change lanes on me, and I don't like that. So that needs to be handled. U-joints need to be handled. Those are bad. They're original, so a lot of stuff on the truck is original, needs to be replaced, but it still keeps rolling. So with that, go ahead and start her up. Give it a few revs. Good sounding V6 in my opinion. I like this engine, I really do. It doesn't have much power when it was new. It probably doesn't have much power now, but it does sound good. So that's my little update video for it. I hope to keep it for as long as I can. Hopefully the crazy people out here don't hit me and total it.